Welcome, everyone. Still getting used to the soundboard. Hi. Welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series A East playoffs. We got a quarterfinal match for Division A, semifinal for A East narrowly. Winner of this will proceed to the Coastal Final next week. Take a look. They will face the winner of Sky 5 versus Team Happy Cloud, which is coming to you Sunday night. I'll be bringing that to you right here. But we have a draft to get into. Right out of the gate, it's going to be Beast Coast versus Parsley, Snag, Rosemary in line. Taking a look at the maps real quick, you can see Beast Coast choosing to ban out Sky Temple as well as Alterac. Excuse me, not Beast Coast. Parsley, Snag, Rosemary in line banning out those maps. Beast Coast bans out Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. They had the choice. And they chose map pick, which to me is a bit surprising. We don't see that a lot, but what is not surprising is to see this Cassia banned out. That has become just something that you have to ban. It's such a powerful hero at the moment. Since that rework, it was bad until they buffed it, and now it's fuck busted. And so not wanting to deal with that. Cassia, only a 50% win rate despite that, although granted those stats a bit skewed by the earlier portion of the season. But we immediately see Winterheart jumping onto a Genji, which is, I have to say, kind of a surprising first pick. I mean, obviously, Winterheart, a rather strong player, so, you know, can make any hero work. But kind of surprised to see the Genji, especially since I actually don't have any recorded games of Winterheart on Genji. I just attempted to take a check at that, and nothing really came up. Joanna Kael'thas coming out. Genji only a 39% win rate. You got the double support with the tank Uther and the Ana. Genji does bring good map rotations here, which is a big part of Brax's holdout. I'm still surprised it was picked this early, I guess. Pretty fast draft so far. Gonna be a Gul'dan ban, which makes sense, wanting to deny a good nano target and wave clear being important on this map. You'd certainly would ban out Gul'dan before you ban out, say, Li Ming. Although Jaina available if they want to go with that type of thing. They have a fair amount of CC. And of course could draft more. We shall see. Let me make sure that my delay is active. It is. Good. Deckard banned out. Not a surprise. I think Deckard is just busted right now. Ruby is still extremely powerful. There's no way around that fact. It is a very strong thing. I turned my mic down a bit. You're not going deaf. Don't worry. Pardon me. Next two picks to come in. Ariel Zul'jin. Ariel healer on this map. You need to make sure that you can stack up to maximize her healing throughput. But that said, they have a lot of wave clear on the side of Beast Coast. And not a lot of wave clear on the other side. And it doesn't look like they're going to have much as we see Artanis picked up. Okay, so Uther will be the main tank, so it's Artanis the side lane. Junkrat's going to bring a bit of wave clear. But that said, it's going to be, I think, fairly important for PSLR to win win the objectives, and I think win them with a fair advantage, as they simply don't have as much Zergwave burn. Last pick to come in. It is the Leoric solo laner. Now, Artanis can dash out of the spooky ghost hand. If he just does a blade dash away, so you want to keep that on off cooldown so you can use it. But interesting draft to say the least. Uther main tank with the Ana heals. I said Ana earlier, but now I'm saying Ana because English vowels are hard. Now, I will say the Junkrat can pressure out the Oriole a little bit, taking a look at that draft. Just because the enemy team wants to stack, and of course that's going to bait in grenades from the Junkrat. And the Oriole can struggle with poke, but that said, Junkrat's not so much poke that I think, like, yeah, they're just going to be completely out-poked. But we'll see as we jump into the game what happens here as we go now. And we'll introduce the two teams. Let me turn off my cursor guides. Sorry about that. Forgot they were on. Forgot that I actually played the game a little bit this week. But here we go. Introducing the two teams. On the left, it's going to be Richard Gere on Oriole. Muffin is going to be actually on Zul'jin. They swapped on me last second. Pie Maker is going to be on Kael'thas. Secret 333 up in the top on the Leo. And Legacy is going to be on Joe in the bot. And on the other side, it is Winterheart on the Genji. Linehouse on Anna. Professor Bobo on Junkrat. Snag is going to be on Uther. And up in the top, it is Crow on the Artanis. And you're going to see Genji do a lot of aggressive rotating here. As already we have a clip, so I'm sure I did something wrong. But right out of the gate, Genji is actually going for the well snipe near those arcade machines up there, which is always a fun little map feature. This map really has a lot of cool just visual stuff on it that you don't really notice while playing. One of my favorite map designs in terms of the visual aesthetic, if not my favorite. That said, I don't particularly like playing on this map, especially now with the rainstorm. As we now have the Rhaegar W's on everyone. Snag goes in looking for Zul'jin, who took some damage there, but having to get healed to walk away. Taking a look at those talents. We can see Genji diving in now. There's the stun. They want Muffin. Knockback comes in from Oriole. There's a big sleep dart, though, and I think they're going to get it. They do. Junkrat with the finish onto the Zul'jin. First blood heading over to the members of Parsley, Snag, Rosemary, and Line. And they are going to get control of this bottom objective, and they're going to start the tick-tick-tickety. Winterheart making sure to hold this objective. 26 and counting. That gets the stun. Starts backing up. Safe positioning here. Junkrat making sure to get those XP globes, but they channeled 70% before the bottom was reclaimed by Beast Coast, but Genji making his rotation to the top. Oh, Crow almost with what would have been a risky swap, but certainly with Crow that low, gonna have to back, but I love the aggression coming out from Beast Coast in the bottom. They see the Genji, and they push hard. So we will keep an eye on that. Genji, though, has channeled the bottom. Muffin is a bit low. Swift Strike comes in. Genji secures the kill. Winterheart, I don't know if we've mentioned this, but Winterheart is a god. Just an incredibly strong player. And Professor Bobo says, hey, Smiley, don't forget about me. You can't forget your Sam. Professor Bobo is not my Sam Gamgee. I am not Frodo. I'm really much more, you know that orc who, like, gets killed by the other orcs because the other orcs want to eat the hobbit? I'm the orc that died. I think that's my spirit animal in the Tolkien universe. There we go. Big pressure coming in the top. Wall has gone down, but keep in mind, Wall already went down in the bottom to Beast Coast, so despite losing this objective, they really defend well up here, and all told, it's just more or less equal now. And with it being equal, you look to the XP advantage, and that currently is in the hands of PSRL. And this is, of course, the map choice, as I mentioned, by Beast Coast. So certainly, when you pick map and you lose, that can be a bit disheartening, because usually you pick a map, you think, like, this is ours. This is our safe win. You know, otherwise, if you're not, like, absolutely confident you're going to win that, you know, why not go first pick, just get the draft advantage. But in this case, you know, right now, finding themselves down a bit in XP, by no means unrecoverable. It's very early in the game, and they do have a Zul'jin and Leoric. This is a late-game comp. The issue is that this map can very much snowball, but that said, speaking of a snowball, there's a couple minions and a camp coming in about to snowball this bottom fort in, and that is going to enable... Ooh, no, not if Muffin goes down. Gets the big heal. Gravity lapse, but it's not going to be enough, and Muffin does get dropped. I was about to say maybe a camp steal. Oh, the big Junkrat! The big concussion mine. Professor Bobo setting up Richard Gere. Richard Gere just stalling for time at this point, but keep in mind, this fort took a lot of damage from those fire bats. I was unaware there was beef. I was unaware there was beef between Linehouse and Beast Coast, but you know what? Beast kind of sounds like beef, so maybe that's it. Maybe they just misspoke. In either case, oh my goodness, Muffin, they just continue to target. And with that, that is yet another kill. 6 kills to 0. They have not turned it into major structure damage yet. Oh, no beef, no ETC. Wow. I am stupid. I am not a smart man. But with that, now Artanis with a chance to cap top. Bottom has been capped by Snag and company. Legacy gonna neutralize it for the time being. Genji, though, isolating Joanna with damage onto that backline, but Ariel able to heal it up and now pressuring up. It looks like Beast Coast starting to get control at this point. Uther is in deep. Gets stunned by Ariel. Widowheart dives in, finds Zul'jin again. And they are simply not letting Zul'jin stack, and Joanna goes down as well. And oh my goodness. 8 kills to 0, now 10 advantage. And things just coming undone for Beast Coast at the moment. And Zul'jin has barely been able to stack on a map that you expect Zul'jin to stack fairly easily. There's so much brawling, but he just keeps getting picked off here. Taking a look at the damage, you can see, you know, only 10k damage versus the Junkrat 19, but it's those 5 deaths that right now are the story. And we know Muffin is a very strong player, so this has just been a perfectly executed scheme by PSRL here. Now Legacy stepping up. And that's one of the things that can happen with Joanna, is that if you are going against dive, and you're able to get your dive over top of Joe like we're seeing right here, there's nothing Joe can do until level 10 with Blessed Shield. And that's what's been happening, is just the Genji has, you know, decided not to go around, not to go through, just to go over the top of Joanna to find these kills. And Snag is just walking right through, it feels like, a lot of the time to set up with those storms. But now, pressure coming in, Legacy low, there's the anti-grenade, does go down before the heal is able to come in. And a great anti-grenade there from Linehouse. And I gotta tell you, PSRL, I talked about how this map can be snowballing. This, I thought May was banned. This is an avalanche. Everyone, please report PSLR for breaking out the Maiev here. Or breaking out, not Maiev, excuse me, the May here, as it is banned. We get a pause here. Give me 1 sec as I plug in my headset, which is low on battery a little bit. But there we go. So this has been a really, really dominant showing so far by PSRL. I mean, it is right now, let's just take a look at the map. Right now, you're looking at level 12 to level 10. Oops. Wrong screen there. You know, fort still standing, albeit only just. this keep is now down. Fort damage top, wall still standing top. So that's the breakdown of our structure situation. Lighthouse is lagging at the moment for the note. But we see, looks like we should be able to get back into the game. But we see, I mean, right now this boss still there. It will move on to the core. It won't get any real damage here. But there we go, and rest of PSRL moving top, targeting this fort. Uther and Leoric just in bushes staring at each other. We got an invisible Mexican standoff there. But Uther does back out first. Now, taking out this siege camp. And they're going to rotate downwards. Their bruiser camp will be up in 7. Firebat's picked up by the members of Beast Coast. Now 13 advantage in the hands of PSRL. But with that, we will now see the bruiser camp picked up by both teams. PSRL a little bit later. Snag likes to play non-tank tanks, and you know what? It's working. I don't know if you can tell, but it's 10-0 kills right now. So therefore, you can't blame him. Looks like Beast Coast wants to push the bottom. Up in the top, PSRL wants this Leo. He's going to be able to get away. Or is he? Winterheart actually hitting that triple... Oh, did Winterheart just get baited? Winterheart may have... Oh, is Anna going to keep him alive? Oh, Lighthouse keeping Winterheart alive. Almost looked like Winterheart got baited there. But still no kills yet for Beast Coast, despite the threat there. Looks like PSRL wants to focus this top, but so does Beast Coast. Still, though, they do not have level 13. Now looking for the swap, doesn't find it. Snag looking to get onto the Zul'jin. Starts to back up. Is slowed at the moment. Junkrat with some side mines there. There's a sleep dart onto Ariel and Leo. Swap doesn't quite land from Crow. Here comes the Riptire looking to force the engage onto Legacy. And the Swift Strike and the Genji Q13 talent secure the doom of that Joanna. And now with Zul'jin asleep, Snag thought about, I think, going in, but decided to back up. They're just going to get control of objective. Do they push boss again? It would be a little bit risky, but they're going to do it all the same. They do, of course, have the Genji, so that's always a great boss-taking tool here. As Beast Coast is going to get control of the bottom objective, but the boss is going to push in the top, so PSRL should be able to get onto this. That said, Winterheart having to back up there, couldn't quite get the blow up onto the Zul'jin. And now Winterheart continuing to apply the pressure. Uther looking for the flank. Crow now kind of surrounded. There's a big entomb. Catches on to Anna. Bless Shield comes out. Rainstorm comes down at just the time for the engage. But if you look at the health bars currently, it is favoring PSRL. No, starting to turn around. There's the Zul'jin unkillable. Leoric does go down. Crystal Aegis used on Zul'jin coming out of the Taz Dingo, but it's still not enough to save him. Genji has gone down during this. Legacy going to be able to sneak away with barely any health. But that will be Zergwave in the bottom is tiny. Zergwave in the top pushing with bot. This could spell the end of game number 1. The flanks have indeed been rather effective. And now 14-1 kills, make that 15. That should be the game. It's going to take a pretty heroic defense, and we're only in Division A, so I don't think that's going to happen. Uther is going to die, but that's just going to allow healing as they push in here. And that will be it. PSRL takes game number 1. Dominant showing coming out from them on that first map. So there we go. Obviously, the big story there is going to be the kill differential. 2 to 15. You can't really win games like that. It really just Winterheart was just killing people. Winterheart was killing people. Bobo had really good damage as well from the ranged. And it just seemed like the Oriole couldn't really deal with the dive. The Joanna couldn't really deal with the dive. And so ultimately the Genji just kind of wreaks havoc. So the first pick Genji, a great choice. Why would anyone ever say that first pick Genji was anything other than an excellent choice? I can't imagine. But with that, we're going to take a brief break. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back everyone. Next is Gaming Series. Map 2, Volskaya Foundry here. PSRL taking Map 1 over Beast Coast in an absolute dominating fashion. I mean, that game felt like never in Beast Coast's hands. It was maybe even to like level 6-ish. And then after that, just PSRL finding kill after kill after kill on their way to 1-0. And now PSRL on the doorstep of Division A East Finals. Of course, Division A East only half of Division A. It's the larger half. Division A West was a smaller double round-robin division, but nonetheless, that gets them one step closer to their goal. Cassia Kel'Thuzad banned out once again. Secret 333 is just an excellent Kel'Thuzad player. Having played against it, it is not bueno, and I did not enjoy it. Same bans coming out from PSRL. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Of course, Tass and Cass still on the menu for Beast Coast. Linehouse going to jump right back into that Ana. We saw a Genji first pick last time, but that Ana has been working. Let's take a look at some of the stats here. For Linehouse on that Ana this season. 4-5 record. Given PSRL's overall record, fairly standard. But then we get Joanna Zul going to be picked up. So Zul was a hero that was very popular at the beginning of the season. Some would say busted. Got nerfs, but was still very popular all the same. And then just kind of disappeared. I personally blame that bitch Carol Baskins, who made, probably fed Zul to her tigers. Just saying. Just covered Zul's shoes in sardine oil. But the Uther tank comes out once again. Orphea going to be grabbed by Winterheart this time. It's going to be the Urel. So Urel is going to be irrelevant to this game. Urel is actually fantastic on this map. She has okay wave clear, which is, not super important on this map, but it certainly is nice to have. She has a really good ability to just stay on the point and not die. Speaking of staying on the point and not dying, Deckard, arguably the best healer in the game for that right now. And going to be banned out as a result. Last time we saw Ariel from Richard Gere. We also saw a Zul'jin. Zul'jin tends to be okay on this map, but we're actually going a bit more standard here with the Blust Rainer. Technically, yes. Could it be Ancestral? Of course. I still think Ancestral is not terrible, but that said, you have a Zul Rainer. I'm pretty sure this is Blust and a half. Sonya going to come out from Crow. And Falstad. So a lot of disengage. I like that. They have the Mighty Gust. They have Sleep Dart. So a lot of good disengage here, as well as the Divine Shield could be used. Tiger King reference feels 3 years old. Yeah, it does. So Tiger King, probably no one would have watched it if it didn't happen right as the quarantining started. But because of that, everyone had, nothing else to do. And they're like, yeah, I'll watch a meth-addled redneck wrestle tigers. That sounds fun. And since then, it has become the meme that keeps on memeing. And I am from West Virginia, the place that produces meth-addled rednecks. And I am still embarrassed to say I have watched that show. That should tell you something. But, yeah, much more... I'd say much more vanilla comp. Obviously from Beast Coast here, although... And vanilla this time around, although the Zeratul is kind of an interesting wrinkle to me. Maybe trying to pressure out Linehouse on that Ana, but we're going to get into the game right away. I'm just making sure that all my overlays are nice and happy little overlays. And indeed they are. So we will introduce our two teams. It's going to be on the left side. Richard Gere on Rhaegar. Muffin is going to be on Zeratul. The Pie Maker on Raynor. Secret 333 is going to be on Zool. And Legacy on Joanna. They need to win this to keep their playoff hopes alive. And on the other side, one game away from A East Finals. Linehouse on the Anna. Professor Bobo on the Falstad. Snag going to be once again on the Uther. Crow on the Sonya. And Winterheart on Orphea. Level 1 talents. You know them. You love them. Fairly standard across the board. Exterminator coming out from Raynor rather than Ace in the Hole, which I guess I kind of surprised by. I mean, Exterminator is still really strong. It did get nerfed, but this is not a massive PvE map. I don't think, and I could be really, really fucking wrong here. And if I am, let me know, chat, and let me have it. I do not think that Exterminator works against the vehicles. But we will see. Wave clear right now, slightly favoring PSRL, although fairly neutral. Zool still hovering here in the middle, having cleared that wave bottom. Sonya going to take it out. But now starting to rotate up. Looks like we're seeing the split now occur. Raynor and Rhaegar are going to move into their siege camp. Falstad, Uther doing the same. You got to think the Raynor, Rhaegar have the advantage there, and they do. But we will see. I mean, you know, the one thing is on Braxis, they had significantly more wave clear on the side of Beast Coast. And it didn't matter because they died a lot. And so that they have to fix their dying problem. Oh boy, Winterheart gets caught out. Good gank. Good, fast, aggressive gank. And, immediately going to be turned into the med camp here. That's what I thought. Yeah, so I don't know. That's me being inquisitive. Cuz I wanted to know if I was wrong there. I'd rather find out I'm wrong than live in ignorance. Despite being from West Virginia. Snag working on as Uther, known far and wide for his camp clear, just working on the railroad all the livelong day. It's doing his best John Henry impression. Anyway, back in the middle. Muffin looking for something, but getting poked out here by Orphea. Not going to be able to engage that. Slight XP lead for Beast Coast, possibly kicked off by that gank, although actually now kind of neutral. Now that all the lanes are cleared. Only a very slight edge to Beast Coast. Joe steps up. There's the stun. Iron Skin used. Joe gonna back up, be okay. Uther and Orphea, therefore, gonna be able to grab this point, start the channel, and it is PSRLs and counting. 3%, and it has started. Meanwhile, Falstad still clearing up this top lane, so expect a crash here from Beast Coast. There goes Joe coming in. Zeratul looking for it. Didn't decide to pull the trigger there. This will be Beast Coast getting back control of the point with the level 7s. Falstad cleaning up the top camp. Should find level 7 with that wave. Uther has already finished his auto attacks, by the way. So that's good. Which makes sense. That's why he was doing the camp. The camp didn't need to be taken quick. Just getting off those just auto attacks. But on the other side, keep an eye on that punish quest, of course, from Joanna. Rarely finishes. Doesn't need to finish to get significant value. But Snag is going to drop here. JK? No, not JK. Uther going to throw out some Ghost Seals for the time being. Winterheart actually dove in. And now, though, has the self-sustain and actually chunks out Joanna. And now it's Secret going to go down. Winterheart just playing with his food a little bit. Stop playing with your food, sir. Eat your dinner. Actually, no, keep playing with the food. It's kind of fun to watch. Sorry, we had a sneeze silence there, as I didn't want to sneeze all over you fine people. As now, 87%, getting up to 88. Overtime will kick over here in just a second. That means Beast Coast has to keep someone on the point. That's it. Piemaker taking a ton of damage from that Sonya flank. Has to back up and regroup a bit. Legacy has to stay on this point, or they give up the Protector. Legacy steps back on. It's 99, but the rest of the team hasn't walked away, and that will be the first Triglav Protector heading over to PSRL up to, well, equal on kills 2-2. But they get that objective, and as they start to work this wall down, they get a little bit of a burst of XP from the tower. Zul and Sonya will play their little 1v1 game here in the bottom. Meanwhile, up in the top, going for the well snipe, very aggressively so. Takes down that top tower, but Orphea and Uther may be in a bit of a sticky wicket. Mighty Gust is available, though, as level 10s have just kicked in. It is Crushing Jaws, Divine Shield, Mighty Gust, Wrath of the Berserker, and Nano Boost. Nano Boost Crushing Jaws can be kind of brutal, to say the absolute least. Beast Coast, on the other hand, now has their 10s, as we see a little bit of hovering around this heal camp. It is the Blessed Shield, Hyperion, Poison Nova, Blust, and, of course, everyone's favorite, Void Prison. Really just such a fun heroic that can set up so many kind of just crazy plays. So far, though, nobody really looking for that fight with the 10s. Rhaegar has started onto the turret camp on the side of Beast Coast. PSRL sending Anna and Falstad to do the same. Falstad did go bribe, but did not have stacks there. I'm going to grab the turret. Uther going to get rooted here, but not really in any danger of dying. But that said, Zera now starting to work on this med camp. Uther's going to spy it. PSRL is going to start rotating in. Sonya has a long rotation to go, though, and the camp has been grabbed. But there's the Mighty Gust into the corner with the Crushing Jaws, but the VP disengages the whole damn thing. What an amazing Void Prison, but now is Legacy too far gone? Yes. And now Richard Gere getting focused. No, just barely escapes that Orphea W. But nonetheless, that was an excellent VP. Just slightly off catching the Joanna, but gotta tell you, they would have lost a lot more than one, I think, if that VP did not stop that engage. R buttons were pressed. Poison Nova Hyperion still available, as is the D shield. Here comes the root onto Winterheart. No attempt to follow that up. Joe is now back up. Stepping up. There's the Orphea looking for it. Cleanse comes out. Bless Shield was not available there, so they don't take the hard engage. Instead, they defend the fort and they walk away. I'm starting up an exit. We got the warding for the B Shrine coming up. Zera does indeed spike 16 to 20. That's what we're going to keep our eyes on. As at that point, you can start to see do a lot more damage onto the Anna, but the D shield is there, as is Mighty Gust, so there's a lot of disengage potential. But now, looks like PSRL in a bit of a position to get some initial channel progress, although Legacy is actually going to step up and stall that cap. So we have a 4v4 on the top right now. Sonya and Zul not here yet. Winterheart walking away, gets the heal though from Uther, is going to be okay for the time being. Zero dismounting Snag and doing a little bit of damage. Anna though just healing up. Linehouse, one thing I should mention, Linehouse has actually been very accurate with these Anna skill shots, and that is not something that you should just overlook. But here we go, 5v5 now. Zera going to look for the VP, has the healing totem, stunned out there by Snag, but Snag's starting to take a lot of damage. There's the root onto Crow, pops Wrath, doesn't hit the Ancient Spear. Legacy, though, now perhaps a bit overextended, trying to walk away from this. Mighty Gus going to zone them back in. There's the Bloodlust looking for the turnaround. Piemaker, though, just completely surrounded by yellow health bars, is going to go down. Joanna goes down onto the back line from Winterheart, and that is PSRL getting a big team fight win there. 2 kills to 0. What a great Gus there by Professor Bobo. Very, very well done. And, of course, Winterheart goes in and 1v1s fools because that's just what Winterheart does. Winterheart has been 1v1ing fools this entire series, and it's been working quite well. Turret camp going to get grabbed here in the bottom by Beast Coast, who are now going to have to try to recover from that. Their playoff hopes are, of course, on the line. Falstad, let's take a look at the bribe status. Currently 30% bonus damage, so that's pretty good. That's actually rather good for this early in the game. Now, though, 93% and counting. Nobody going to stall this point out. Medcamp at least going to be picked up here. Although, actually, the team coming in, there's the Mighty Gus once again into the corner. There's the stun, and they find Rhaegar. And that is another fantastic Gus from Bobo. Has just been trapping people with these Gus. Exceptionally well done. And now with the level 16, they are going for this top keep. They want to open up this win condition. Rhaegar is down for 13. We'll have Bloodlust if this turns into a core push. And they find the Zeratul there. Sonya getting the finish. D-Shield is going to make sure that Uther stays alive while they finish this keep. And they are going for the core. VP will be up in 25 with the Zeratul. There's the Bloodlust. They're looking for the engage. This protector is low. The Triglav protector does go down. The shields are still standing. There's a big Poison Nova. It's going to take out Snag. Lighthouse also low, but the Crushing Jaws might be able to buy space. No, it doesn't. There comes the Root, and still alive is Lighthouse, self-sustaining through it all. Finally, Rhaegar goes down, but so does Lighthouse. Legacy, though, is going to be taken out here. And now what happens? Oh, my goodness. This is crazy. This is a semi-final match for A East. It is a quarterfinal match for Division A. So the winner of this is going to move on to the A East finals next week. Zeratul blowing the VP to secure that objective there. But the winner of this will play the winner of Sky 5 versus Team Happy Cloud. And then the winner of that will play the winner of A West to decide our ultimate Division A champion. So this is most directly a quarterfinal, but it's thought of as a semi-final for A East. Just to answer that question in far more complicated terms than it needed to be. So with that, though, 17-16 level lead. Bobo's foul stat has been on point. That is absolutely true. Zera going to try to clean this wave up. Almost gets stunned. Would have been rather bad if he was, but manages to escape all the same. Winterheart cleaning up this bottom lane at the moment. Top lane being grabbed by Falstad. Possible flank coming in. Winterheart just going to back away from this. As immediate push onto the fort. Trying to get something going. Open up a win condition if they can win this next Immortal. Top camp taken, though, and that's going to push with a catapult in every lane into this keepless top lane. So, given that that is far away from the next objective, Beast Coast is going to have to make sure that lane is pushed out, and they are going to have to fight quickly. I want to buy Game 3. I want to buy Game 3. PSRL playing well, though, and they don't want to buy a Game 3. So we'll see if they can hold this win out, or if the play finally comes in from Beast Coast to turn this series around. Joe spies out the members. They recognize that everyone but Orphea is here, so they are going to work on this objective. And they will grab the heal camp once again. And I think they've gotten every heal camp this game. I could very, very well be wrong there. But I think they have. Falstad is clearing up the top. Relatively small map, so he can, of course, fly down to join this. Level 19, almost here. Here comes the hyper flank, but Is 20 going to kick over in time? They're trying to buy time for 20. They look at Uther. Uther starts to get focused here. There's the root. Falstad has flown down. The VP onto the back line. Tries to isolate. There's the Guts trying to buy space. Big crushing jaw onto Richard Gere. Richard Gere tries to get out. Cannot find the exit door. The Bloodlust has come out. But Zeratul has gone down as well. And PSRL may be looking to end this series. Legacy goes down as well. That is 3 kills. They could go top and end. Are they going to do that? Looks like they are. Or not. Looks like they are not. That's what I was going to say. Obviously. Meanwhile, though, pushing in this top, at least going to clear the wave, get some pressure, get this camp as well. Uther is able to channel this up to 42. Now trying to stop the backs here. Piemaker actually stopped their back as well to help Zeratul out. Keep in mind, though, I mean, they're not going to be able to get this core. They can just force backs. Linehouse, ooh, might die. I'm gonna retract the might. And now, actually, Piemaker enabling this re-engage, but gets turned around on and blown up by Winterheart. I love this aggression. Crow wants Muffin, misses the spear. Now, trying to retreat. There's the big crushing jaws. Can they get the kill? Zeratul goes down. Now Richard Gere is about to go down to Crow. Crow is still alive. Crow finally drops. There's a Mighty Gust, though. Crushing jaws once again onto Secret. And Secret goes down. Winterheart absolutely just ended this game. Winterheart said, all right, I'm done, and just killed 4 people, and that was it. And that very well may end the series. The Protector is on the way. Could just break out the sidewall and come in. Winterheart is a bit low at the moment, so can't really move directly onto the core because of the shots. But here comes the Protector. Winterheart going to jump into the nice safety mecha suit. And the core 60% and falling. And PSRL has won this series, and as the 5 seed, will represent the top half of the bracket in next week's Division A East Finals. Who will they face? We'll find out on Sunday. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, congratulations to the members of Parsley, Snag, Rosemary, and Line. As we take a look at those post-game stats. And Winterheart, 70k damage, 16 KDA. Obviously the MVP of the game. Not even close. But wow, what a series. We're going to see if we can do a post-game. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you all for watching. All right, welcome back, everyone. Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here. I am joined by Linehouse and Snag of the eponymous, I guess I could say, given I'm talking to the two of you, Parsley, Snag, Rosemary, and Line. How you guys feeling after that series?
We're feeling pretty good, I would say. I know we actually had a rough week, I think, practice, especially with
Yeah.
Snag gone until Wednesday. So it was nice I think we all played pretty well tonight, so it felt good.
All
Yeah,
right.
it just is due to the vacation. Come back fresh, but
Yeah,
everybody else was super tilted, so we were not
right.
looking good coming into tonight.
And, but in Beast Coast is a very good team, so
Yeah.
it just it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it was a tall order, but I mean I have to be honest that you guys dominated. I mean that's you really controlled both maps rather considerably. Um we'll start with map number 1. So coming in, they had the choice of map pick or draft pick, and they did pick map. Were you guys expecting that heading into the series?
100%.
Yes.
100% that they were going to pick map and they were going to take us to Braxis.
Yep.
So we already had
Yeah.
the planned out. Luckily for them, luckily for us rather, because Braxis is our worst map by
Yeah.
like by far. So we're like, well, what can we do?
Yeah, it didn't look
Right.
like it. You guys broke out the first pick Genji, which, according to the stats I had, Winterheart has not played Genji this season. Is that accurate? Or are my
Really?
stats wrong?
It's
That's
it's very
according to
I
my
think he's
possible.
stats.
played it
Yeah.
once. It's
Um,
very
either
possible. I
way,
can't remember.
obviously, Brax is a map where Genji has a lot of value with the rotations, with the boss control. What else beyond the Genji flanks, because those were working well? What else do you think was really working for you guys well that game?
Ana. Ana and the Uther tank. I think just the draft on a whole with the bans took away a lot of playmakers. So we were kind of able to just play our way and more
Mhm.
so as opposed to playing reactionary. So worked out really well.
Yeah, you guys showed a lot of aggression, a lot of flanking just past the Joanna onto the Zul'jin especially. Um, and it worked quite well for you. You guys really dominated the map. How do you keep the pressure up with because your comp is very aggressive, and if you slip up, you didn't have as much wave clear. You could pay for it. How do you kind of keep your foot on the gas to make sure that doesn't happen?
Linehouse. I
Right.
answered the last
I
one.
don't know. Yeah, you answered the easy one. I was gonna say, I mean, like, I don't know. We were just trying to be on the entire game,
Mhm.
not trying to. I mean, the whole game, I would say everyone, but mostly like Winter and Crow, I believe, were calling, well, where to go, what to do, and so we were
Mhm.
keeping ourselves pretty busy the whole time. And shot calls are really good that game.
Yeah, I
This whole
think we're
series, honestly.
definitely the team that just talks the most from hearing other people's point of views. I think we just talk a lot, so it keeps us kind of hypey the whole game.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to play. With that, you guys dominated that map ultimately. I think it was 15-2 by the end of it. Map 2, they take map again, they go to Volskaya, and you guys go right back to the Anna Uther. Why do you think that is working so well for your team? Because you've Snag, you've played a lot of Uther, Linehouse, you've played a lot of Anna. What makes that combo so effective to you?
I think this is the first time we've done that pairing, though, right, Snag?
Yeah, I think we've actually done Uther Deckard and like Uther Lucio. I don't think we've actually done Uther. No, we've done it once or twice before. But either way, I mean,
Right.
Ana, like the best counter to double heals is Ana, so you might as well take Ana.
Mm.
And giving Divine Shield for a carry. It's just, I think really we went into it with the idea that we're probably just going to windmill slam those two heroes based
Mm.
off of what Beast Coast likes to play. We're like, these two
Mm.
just seem like the best picks to kind of be more well rounded.
It was a very Beast Coast oriented draft because of how they've played and how we scouted them out. Those for the Uther Ana particularly. I would say too, with the stuns that you can do with Uther and you go the whole sleep build with Ana, it's just a lot of lockdown
Mm.
and easy kill target, especially with grenade.
Yeah, the grenades were definitely on point there. So you guys managed to win the first two objectives. You open up your win condition through the top lane. Bottom fight, it looked like they were really desperate to engage before level 20, right before you guys kicked over level 20. And you guys still managed to win that fight despite getting maybe a little split by the VP there. Walk me through that fight, like how you guys managed to kind of turn that around after VP ends.
I mean, I know I
I
can't
don't,
answer that question because
I don't
I
think
was
I was
in
there.
VP and
All
I'm
right,
trying
both
to
of you
live
talk
the
at the same
entire
time.
time.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like,
No
I was
worries,
I
no
was
worries.
in the VP, and we saw them come in the backside, which I thought was a very smart play of them, and we're just
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like here they come on the back, and we don't have all 5 here yet. I got VP'd immediately. I still don't know how I didn't die. I think I got Divine Shield. Did I? Did
At
you
the
see
very
Divine
end,
Shield
yeah.
me, Snag?
Because
Yeah,
the
I
turret
mean,
was
like,
about to kill you.
I was just like desperately trying to get AAs to heal
Mhm.
myself. I think I grenaded myself too, just to try to stay alive. But like, I don't know how it happened the rest of the team fight because I was literally in the corner and just trying to survive.
Yeah, that one was definitely a weird fight. They came in the backside, which was super smart because we didn't have an escape plan at that point, and they can just run us down with Bloodlust. They were engaging on me first, and I was just trying to get away to make sure I don't have to
Mhm.
blow Divine Shield early. And then I think the rest of the fight, I was literally just hugging Linehouse the entire time.
Yeah.
I think after
My-
we
our-
stunned the double Zeratul stun and Orphea combo on Zeratul, after that, the rest of the fight was a blur to me.
Right.
Right. I just know we did get calls for heals at one point, and me and Snag were like, "We're on the other end of the map.
Yeah.
We're sorry. Like we can't get to you yet."
Yeah, that was.
You're on
I mean,
your own.
it was a pretty crazy set of events. But with that, you guys now advance to the Division A East Finals. You will face the winner of Sky 5 versus Team Happy Cloud, being casted on this channel this Sunday. I'm not going to ask you who you want to face because that opens up the path for some BM. Rather, I'm going to ask who do you think you're going to face.
Isn't that still kind of the same type of BM?
Wait,
It's
is it Sky 5
different
and Party
BM.
Time, you said?
Sky 5
Sky
versus
5 and Party
THC.
Time, right?
Sky 5
Yeah,
versus
Happy
Team
Cloud.
Happy Cloud. Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you
Honestly,
think
I don't-
wins?
I mean, I'm pretty sure
I think
Sky
they're both
5
really good teams.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just
Sky
think
5 I
Sky
think
5,
won just because he won in the regular season. That's the only reason why I would give it
I
to
mean,
him.
Beast
they,
Coast
it can
beat
go
us
either
in the
way.
regular season, so I would say I honestly think either team could win. I have no idea who it's going to be, and I honestly don't even have a preference because I think they're both equally good teams.
Yeah,
So
Div A Div A East has been really close. Like we had the 4-way tie for placements. Like the 8th seed was not really 8th seed because they were tied
Mhm.
with 4th seed.
Yeah.
I think literally any team can take any team in this division. So yeah, like Linehouse said, I don't think it really matters who we play against. It's going to be a hard game or a good game.
I will
Or
say
both.
that is an American beauty pageant level of non-answer, and I thank you for it. So with that,
you're welcome.
obviously, congrats on the big win. I've casted, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time I've casted you guys this season. You've always
Yep.
put on a good show. And you broke the Game 1 curse as the season went on. So congrats on that. With
That's
that,
the real challenge.
yeah. Well, I mean, you guys looked okay Game 1 this time. I'll say that. With that, the floor is yours for shoutouts.
You want to go first, Snag?
Then I'm going to take them all. We're going to shout out to the Beatbox. We're going to shout out to the team. We're going to shout out to the casters. We're going to shout out to all the Twitch checks. I'm sure they were making fun of us and the builds and the draft. And the Inting boys who are no longer the Inting boys. But now Linehouse can shout out the rest.
I will shout out Beast Coast because I'm not an asshole like Snag because they were a
Yeah.
really good team and they had a really good
Exactly.
season and they were they were like honestly both them and Insomnia last 2 weeks for us both really good teams and they were really fun matches with those teams so shout out to them and I will shout out the Mouse House and all of its lovely inhabitants of course and just because I can shout out to Crosby he's been our coach this season and I think it shows as the season's gone on how much we've learned and gotten better with him.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Indeed. Well,
Redemption.
with that, thank you both for coming in for the interview. Thank you both for letting me cast. Thank you also to Beast Coast and the rest of PSRL. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week in the A East Finals. And with that, we will go ahead and bring this cast to a close. Thank you all for watching. And we'll be back Sunday for Team Happy Cloud versus Sky 5 for the other half of the A East Finals. With that, I will say adieu. There's no one to throw it to. And actually no HOTS until Sunday in NGS. But next week starts the Coastal Finals. So tune in for that. And thank you all for watching. Take care now.